Hello, literature lovers. Today I want to discuss The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and that's the plot summary of it. Nick Carraway, young man from Minnesota. That's the place from where the story begins. In the movie based on this book, Toby Maguire was Nick Carraway. The movie is very good. You can watch it. It's quite entertaining. Gatsby is the main protagonist. Nick Carraway was friend of Great Gatsby. That's the story portion. The summary is going on, as you can see, and how the storyline goes. That's the thing. Talking about characters, Nick Carraway is there. J. Gatsby, that's the title of the play, book, and he's the protagonist of the novel. It's a novel, not a book. It's gothic. These are the elements. Daisy and Tom Buchanan, cousin of Gatsby. Jordan Baker. Few other minor characters are there. Talking about it. The main character analysis is there. Protagonist is there. How he is portrayed is given here. Related to it. The whole background is there. Talking about Gatsby's. You can see Mary, the great Houdini. Some of the magicians are mentioned there. And this the story progression is explained here. You can see Nick Carraway, another important thing. Talking about the characters and all. You can read it. It's quite explanatory in character. The main place here is talking about New York in the later on chapters of the novel. Very important character, Daisy Buchanan. It's mentioned here. It's 1919, talking about the process. Other important characters related to it. Talking about the theme, the decline of the great American dream. 1920s, that's the main theme. You can understand it. And all the things are related to it. Jazz music epitomizes the character Great Gatsby. So it's jazz music is also very important in that character analysis. It's also part of the background in later on chapters. It's mentioned here. Talking about Gatsby, 1920s. The whole setting is based on 1920s. The hollowness of the upper class. So that is another very major theme, and we can really understand how the old aristocracy works, and it's quite understandable. We can understand it. Geography also plays as a motive, so we can read it clearly how it helps in talking about weather. So it's also quite effective talking about the weather condition of that period. Some of the symbols, green light, valley of ashes, both of them are really important. Eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg, they also are symbolic. Some of the key factors are there. We can understand it clearly. Summarizing the modern novel, it's also called Jazz Age novel, and mannerisms are part of it. read it clearly. It's written, and this is what summarizing: narrator, point of view, tone, tense used here. That's all given here. Rising action, climax, falling action, themes, all the things that we have discussed earlier are portrayed here clearly. Thanks.